This is the question from Ramu Malela. He has 3 acres of land, and last 2 years he has not received any rain in those fields. How I should go ahead with such kind of situation for the farming?
What you heard listened yesterday, there for the photosynthesis process in the leaves, water is the main source. Without water, food cannot be manufactured in the leaves. That means water is most required. But until you have to create the humus in the soil, because it will take some time to create the soil, to create the humus in the soil. In the initial period, moisture is very essential. If there is no rain, you have to wait for rain. Otherwise, you have to give the irrigation water. If there is no irrigation water, then you send one application to the God and he will send a rainfall.
The next question we have is insects are inside the stem. So basically they are having stem borers on the vegetables, and from outside the plant looks very good. We tried Agneastram every week, but it's not working. How should I get rid of this problem?
Yeah, the insects are hidden inside. They are not seeing our own eyes. Plants are, we see a best plant. Just like the corrupted people, they are seeing very beautiful, but internal they are very corrupted. This type of the situation is happen here. Today, I have given the details. The God has given the best gift to the every living being, not only the human being, every vegetation also. That is resistance power. You create a resistance power, there will be no attack. There will be no attack. Insect and disease attack. आपके गांव में पहलवान होता है ना, पहलवान क्या बोलते हैं आप उसको? वो कुश्ती लड़ता है, क्या बोलते हैं आप? पहलवान बोलते हैं ना. पहलवान को कभी सामने गाली देता है कोई? सामने कोई गाली देता है क्या? नहीं, उसकी चटनी हो जाएगी. उसी तरह पहलवान को लोग डरते हैं. उसी तरह जब हम we will create the humus in the soil, ultimately the resistance power will be created in the plant body and there will be no attack. So first transition period, first step, you have to create the humus in the soil, Vadyababas, mulching and Jivamrutam. And initial period, if it is not possible to control, you have to utilize Nimastram, Brahmastram, Dashvarnir, Kashayam. It will be controlled. Again, I have given the intercrops. They are symbiotic intercrops. And these intercrops are the residents of the friend insect predators. That means the friend insects are coming, they are staying, and they control the harmful insect automatically, naturally, and there will be no any insect attack. So we have to create this microclimate very well.
Yeah. The next question is from a person from Kerala. He says that his land is a kind of wetland, has a lot of water, and it has a salty nature also. What are the crops that I should go with?
Only paddy. Only paddy.
Okay. Sir, you have suggested application of Jivamrut two types. One is the application to the surface of soil, and the other is the spraying of the Jivamrutam. So, whether I can apply it at once both, or do I have to make the differentiation between and keep time gap between the application of both?
Now, what I have said, if you have if you will utilize maximum quantity of the Jivamrutam in the first year, because your soil is totally degraded. Microbial count is below than 50 lakh per gram of the soil. And maximum microbes are pathogenic bacteria. So, critical situation. To neutralize the residues of the insecticide and the fertilizer, there are some species of the bacteria which are existing in Jivamrutam. That means Jivamrutam will act two ways. Number one, it will neutralize the residues of the insecticide and the fertilizer in the soil. And again, Jivamrutam will saturate the microbial count in the soil. So it is better in the first year to utilize maximum quantity of Jivamrutam. Afterward, every year, not necessary to utilize 2 times. After 6 years, not necessary to utilize Jivamrutam also. After 6 years, not necessary to utilize Jivamrutam also, because our soil will become enriched, fertile.
Next question is on the business sense, which is meant to ask, can we do the business of Jivamrutam, Neem paste, Dashparni Kashayam?
No, there is zero budget. And you have a high budget. So don't enter this hall. Please get out the hall. Because business persons are not entered in this mass movement. If you want to supply Jivamrutam, you supply free of cost. We will honor you.
मैं सुशील कुमार बिहार से हूँ। इस तरह के इवेंट्स की बिहार प्रदेश में बहुत ज़रूरत है। इसकी इन्फॉर्मेशन मुझे कहाँ पर मिलेगी?
सुशील कुमार कहाँ है बिहार के? कौन है सुशील कुमार फ्रॉम बिहार? आप कहाँ से हैं बिहार से? प्लीज कम ऑन मिस्टर सुशील कुमार। आप कहाँ से? हाँ, आरा, अच्छा, भोजपुर, ओके। सो बिहार में अभी एक प्रयास चल रहा है, क्योंकि नीतीश गवर्नमेंट हैज डिमांडेड, प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी फॉर एग्रीकल्चर हैज डिमांडेड वन वर्कशॉप, स्टेट लेवल वर्कशॉप. Because of the last election, we have stopped the activities. Maybe in future, government of Bihar will organize again simultaneously. Our natural farming groups in entire Bihar are willing to organize 8-day workshop at Patna or maybe Vaishali. I will inform you. Please give your address, phone number to me. Okay? And these activities will be definitely enhanced in entire Bihar. Not in Bihar, in Jharkhand also, because there are so many groups are activated in Jharkhand also. And after completion of this workshop, you meet me, okay? Okay. Yeah.
Can we grow mango and guava orchids in black soil?
Yeah, you can grow mango, guava in black soil. Only modification is to be done that we have to take the 3 feet wide and 1.5 feet deep V-shaped trenches in between two lines, so that excessive water will be evacuated from the root zone in the trenches. Again, you have to raise the soil toward the stem of the tree, so that rainwater will not stop there. They will evacuated immediately outside then WAPSA will be maintained. No doubt, you can take in black cotton soil also all these orchard crops.
Yeah. Can we grow tubers or the root foods like potato, beetroots, without doing any cultivation, or say no-till cultivation? I mean, just with the help of mulching.
No till. What is the definition of tillage? What I yesterday, there are 3 causes of the cultivation: to aerate the soil for availability of the oxygen to the roots and microorganisms. Second one, to conserve the rainwater. And third one, to control the weeds. If the uppermost soil pan is very hard pan, you have to cultivate. We have to lose the soil. Without losing the soil, air cannot be blowing in the inside the soil, and oxygen will not be available. So if there is a hard pan, you have to cultivate, and when you give the Jivamrutam and mulching, automatically soil will be loosened, and just you will you feel that we are walking on the bed. Bed means gaddi. Soil will become loosened. So if there is hard soil, you have to cultivate. If there is no hard soil, there is loosened soil, and there is no grasses, there is no weeds, it is not necessary to cultivate the soil. Without cultivation, you can double the seed material.
Yeah. Can we use cement pots for terrace gardening?
Yeah. You can utilize cement pot also, but what is happen in the summer, cement pot giving more heat to the soil inside the soil, and soil microbe will be coming the disturbance. So it is better if you are willing to utilize cement, okay, but you have to bind round of the cement pot your gunny bag. You have to bind gunny bag around the cement. That means the temperature will be maintained. You can utilize, no doubt. But without gunny bag, it does not happen.
Is there any example we have in natural farming where we can actually do the buyback guarantee of purchasing it from the farmers?
We have established the one linkage in Nagpur. 40 rupees per kg vegetable. 40 rupees. 80 rupees per kg rice. If price will go 100 rupees, 40 rupees will be price. If price will come down 1 rupee per kg, 40 rupees. Buyback system. And every Sunday, there is a Shopee. Every Sunday and every day evening, the people are coming, they are purchasing on that cost, which is fixed, and they are, the Shopee was acting very successfully. So it is can be done. For that purpose, we have to create the consumer group, we have to create the producer group, and we have to link these two groups with the mediator Shopee. Our own Shopee in each towns and big towns and the cities, it is very essential to create our Shopee. Otherwise, you can give the door delivery or buyback system. Just like this John Israel is doing. That means you will meet first consumer group, you will discuss about the price, and then during discussion the price will be fixed 50 rupees per kg. That will be the fixed price, maybe rise and fall in the rates, and you will give the door delivery to the consumer, and then door delivery again additional 20% for the transportation you can demand, and it can be done also. State linkage from producer to consumer.
The present marketing strategy or the high prices which are given for the natural farming produce is against the objective of reaching to more and more farmers and say feeding the population. So this seems to be contrary. Can you please advise?
This, who has asked the question, he is purchasing the brush, toothpaste on the cost which is fixed by the manufacturer. He has no objection. He is purchasing TV On higher court, he has no objection. He is purchasing the recharging 2,000 per month, 3,000, he has no objection. But if some rates are high, he has opposition. Why, I don't know. Naturally grown food is not a food. It is a medicine. It is a medicine. That means medicine cannot be evaluated in the currency. It is invaluable. Invaluable. When I purchase the pen, the price is fixed by the manufacturer. When I purchase any commodity, the price is fixed by that manufacturer because it is the constitutional right. It is the constitutional right to fix the price of our commodity. If it is the right of the your manufacturer, why it is not right of the farmer? It is right of the farmer. Farmer will fix the price. You want, you purchase, otherwise you don't purchase. This is the right of the farmer. It is not the right of the government to fix the price, and it is not the right of the market to fix the price. It is the price. It is the right of the farmer only. Maybe farmer will fix 0 rupees. Maybe farmer will sell 100 rupees. That is the right of his. So you will fly on the plane and he has no chappal, the farmer. There is a big gap in the rich people and poor farmers. Do you not want to fill the gap? It is our duty to fill the gap. They have their dreams. They are not having money. They are not having money to give the best education to the children. They are not having to marry the children. They are not having money to live successfully. They are not having money to maintain the lifestyle. You have to support because he is giving life to you. He is giving life to you. And it is invaluable effort, invaluable effort. You have to go there and say, 550 rupees, I will give 80 rupees per kg. You have to demand.
Next question is eucalyptus is a dangerous plant? In and around districts of Prakasham and Nellore, eucalyptus is planted in a big way. Is there any alternative for this?
Eucalyptus is a highest dangerous plant, not only dangerous. Because transpiration losses is high. It is grown speedily and it is taken the soil water very speedily. And it is a multinational company. It cannot, under the shadow of this eucalyptus, none of the plant can grow. None of the plant can grow. So don't plant the seed material of the eucalyptus. The alternative for eucalyptus may be the teak wood or the sisam or bamboo, which are demanded in the market. Otherwise, casuarina. Casuarina is utilized for this coastal area to build up the क्या बोलते हैं उसको boat to build up the boat. Very highly cost. Even it is leguminous, fixing the nitrogen and enrich the soil. So these are the, I think they are alternative to the eucalyptus.
We have many questions on, say, providing the linkage and, say, information about the farmers where we can actually get more information from. So, as we have instructed earlier and provided the information that the successful farmers, those who are practicing, we will be providing the contact information via email to all of you, and also we will publish that list of the farmers on the web page, and that web page also we will communicate to you. So I believe that question many of you have asked. I think
Common
that,
questions.
yeah, it's a very common question. Uh, Um, then we have question from B N Rao says, I have old mango orchard. How can I apply the Jivamrutam by spraying or in soil, and where I should apply within the moon shade or after the moon shade?
Don't observe the Panchanga. It is not necessary to spray on the big tree of the mango, Jivamrutam. You add 20 liters of the Jivamrutam per plant once a month on the boundary of the shadow and cover the soil by the mulching, and where there is a gap where the sunlight is focusing on the soil, you have to dibble the seeds of the cowpea, or you have to plant glycidia or your munaga drumstick. It is enough. It is enough. You will get fantastic result.
Yeah, this is a question from Subramaniam, and he is concerned about that we have a limited land and the population is ever increasing. So, do we think that the spiritual farming technique will take care of the food demand in future?
I think that this question should be asked to the Government of India and Prime Minister. Because of the development, the soil will be continuously cut down. We have limited soil, and we will double, population will be double. How we can maintain the food problem availability, I don't know. This answer can be given by the Government of India. I have no answer.
Yeah. This is question which says how consumers will believe without any certification the natural produce that I am getting, and when I am paying the more price for that one. So how I should believe basically the things which are as a produce coming from the farmers?
The tongue is the best certification agency. Your tongue is the best certificating agency. The great difference between the taste, naturally grown and chemically grown. Number one. Number two, we have to combine together producer and consumer together. You have to visit those models from which you are getting the food material. And then there will be faith. There will be trust in between. And then trust will give the support to take the decision, okay, it is better, we have to purchase from these people. Third one, there are so many certifying agencies. This is a new conspiracy. They are cutting the pockets. High charges are demanding for certification of this organically grown and naturally grown produce. Not necessary. And you take the certified seed and you will read in the newspaper, there is a raid of the agriculture officer and the bogus seed was sold. Why? The seed is certified and that is bogus. That means entire system is corrupted. So don't believe the certificating agency, but if you want to export, it is the duty of the exporter to investigate what are the residues of the insecticide. If it does not happen, okay, there are so many internal certification schemes. If 50 farmers, 10 farmers will together, and every farmer will watch whether he is utilizing or not, and then internal certificate scheme also is the best scheme. Everybody is committed to be give the 100% pure food material, and I think that this is the best option. You apply. Who is the Joint Director of Agriculture in your district? He will give the all information.
Can we do the intercropping of mulberry and sandalwood? This is very specific question.
Mulberry and sandalwood, okay, you can do it, but there are so many weapons. They will come in night, focus weapon on your body, he will shoot you, and he will cut down, and he will go up. Why you are taking risk? Why are you taking risk? Why are you taking risk? But you can do, you can take, no doubt. If you want to die immediately by the weapons, you can do it. Money will come in the heaven. There is no any password to take the money. Why you are thinking such type of the? Okay.
Yeah. Do we use Amrit Mitti concept in
No Amrut Mitti. Dabholkar has misguided the farmer. No Amrut Mitti. You add Jivamrutam and mulching, automatically the soil will become nursery soil. Automatically, natural soil.
just like we treat the seeds before putting up them into the or sow before sowing them. So while transplanting, do we have to do any kind of treatment to the?
Yeah, just I have given the clarification that you have to dip the roots in the Bijamrutam, then you have to transplant because there are contamination of the maybe pathogenic bacteria, funguses to the roots. We have to destroy this pathogenic bacteria and funguses. So it is very essential to dip the roots in the Bijamrutam, then you have to replant, transplant the seedlings.
I'm planning to have the pomegranate, orchid, and mango. So, should we take the grafted plantlets of the pomegranate or the mango, or should I raise it from the seeds of that?
Pomegranate not to be utilized seed because it will take more time. But grafted pomegranate, I think that it is better. You will get similar characters of the pomegranate in second generation, number one. Number two, there are three systems of the mango plantation. Number one, straight seed sowing in the soil. But what is happened, there is a biodiversity. It will take 100 fruit of the mango from same tree and you will develop the 100 seed in 100 species. You will get variation in the fruit taste and characters because of the biodiversity. So to be have a equal character, the grafting method is suggested. So grafting, if you want to take the graft, only you have to take double the seed in situ of the rootstock, and then afterward you graft the mother seed material on the rootstock. That means the rootstock seeds should be selected from rain-fed large mango, huge mango tree. Rain-fed, there is no irrigation at all. Sturdy, it is very sturdy, and it will take all the assistance with the soil immediately. If there is no rainfall, our plantation will be survived. Afterward, you have to graft your which is the best demanded variety of the mango, just like Alfonso, Kesar, or other. You can graft the mother seed material on the rootstock. It is better. It is better.
Can we use the gobar gas slurry to make the Jivamrut?
Yeah, gobar gas slurry is not having the aerobic bacteria, is having anaerobic bacteria. Jivamrutam we want for fermentation process, for the creation of humus, aerobic bacteria which are demanding the oxygen. For that purpose, gobar gas slurry should not be utilized for Jivamrutam. But we can convert the gobar gas slurry in the Ghana Jivamrutam number 2. You take all gobar gas slurry you have to dry in the full sunlight. Then you have to hammer the aggregates of the and convert into powder stage. Then take 50 kg of the gobar gas slurry, take 50 kg deshi cow dung, mix it well, 1 kg jaggery and 1 kg the pulses flour. Again mix it very well and keep the heap for 48 hours. After 48 hours, you dry in the full sunlight and you can utilize for 1 acre. It is best way to utilize gobar gas slurry for Ghana Jivamrut number 2.
Can we use high density plantation in zero budget natural farming?
Yeah. You can take high density plantation also in zero budget natural farming. No doubt, there are so many models are existed.
Any, and next one is like, it's deviating from the session, but he wanted to understand the views on hydroponic system of fodder production.
Hydroponics fodder production is another nonsense. Not necessary. It is a high cost technology. That means they want to cut down your pockets. If you want, you can cut down your pocket yourself.
Can we do mulching at any point of time in a year?
Yeah. Anytime, don't see the panchang.
And I think most of the questions are covered, and we have observed that those were answered in the sessions earlier.
Yeah.
So I believe these were the variety of questions that we tried to put through. I think one more question is coming through. For paddy seeds, after treatment with Jivamrutam, may I use Jivamrutam for soaking it? If so, in what composition I should do?
Where to, if you want to soak the Bijamrutam in the seeds of the paddy, okay, you dip the seeds in Bijamrutam so that when the seeds will start to germinate, then you have to dibble the seeds or sow the seed in the nursery.
Yeah, this is sounds good question in terms of after the crop is produced. What are the post-harvest crop protections that we generally use, like a boric powder we use to preserve the?
No, naturally grown grains are resistant to the insect, borer, but precautions should be taken. You have to dry our grains in sunlight. Then you have to rub the castor oil to the grain, and you mix while pouring in the gunny bags. You mix dried leaves of the that is neem, and then you tie completely, and you keep all the bags where there is no excessive moisture, not on the surface of soil, on the wooden plate. Your grains will be successfully protected from the inside insect and bugs also.
Yeah, so we have another question which talks about the broad beans. Black layer like thing is forming on the leaves.
Black layer?
Black layer is forming on leaves, stem, and on the vegetable.
This question, I think that they are practicing chemical farming. You start zero budget natural farming, no problem.
I want to start a pomegranate orchid. What are the intercrops I should be using for?
In pomegranate, the dump stick in between two plants, in the center of the 4 pomegranate, again 1 pomegranate, that may additional pomegranate. When the branches of the main pomegranate will start to grow and they will struggle to the additional pomegranate, the branches of the additional pomegranate should be cut down. You will get additional income for 7-8 years continuously from this additional pomegranate. Then you have to take the chili, turmeric, ginger cowpea and vegetables also as a intercrops. Very successfully, you come to Maharashtra and visit the models, you will see all these things. I have given the models number in my books.
We have chemical paddy planted already. It's more than 70 days now. Can I now shift to the?
Yeah, don't see the Panchang. Immediately you start Jivamrutam in the standing paddies.
It's so flexible, and anytime we can adopt that. So beauty of the process.
You take one trial. For some line you utilize Jivamrutam, and for some line don't utilize Jivamrutam. You will see the difference immediately. You will see the difference.
This is about the terrace gardening. As we have the limited soil layer for the terrace gardening, do we need to keep on replacing the soil, and what could be the frequency?
Not necessary to replace the soil. Same soil should be utilized after treatment.
Yeah, this is the last one we would like to put through.
Last question.
Yeah. And this is not so clear. Watering at the shadow area of the tree is it applicable for the coconut tree also? So
Shadow area?
yeah, the shadow area for the coconut tree, it's a long, I mean, the height wise it is.
Shadow of the coconut.
Yeah, shadow of the coconut. So is it applicable, I mean, the watering that we generally do, so and Jivamrutam that we apply, so is applicable, that principle that we generally apply, we apply the Jivamrutam at the shadow of
Yeah.
the plant.
If there are both shadow are meeting together, you have to give Jivamrutam in between two plants on the surface of soil, no doubt.